Hello, hello, hello. Sly is in the house. Alright, so the owner wanted something a little bit fluffier today. And originally she had said the lion cut, but then she wanted to do something more like a cone cut. So we went over all the different lengths that you can choose for the cone cut. And the blue is going to, the blue or the orange in reverse is going to match his coat out a little bit better. Give him an overall little manicure, pedicure, freshly coiffed. He's got his Christmas photos tomorrow, so we've got to beautify him for tomorrow's photo shoot, right? Because he's a model. He's like, I know. How long you been a model for? He's like, a couple years. Really? What do they pay you? Sushi. Really? That sounds good. I have dried bonito flakes. You want some of those a little bit later? He's like, yeah, I don't mind. Alrighty then. We got that. We get that by the pound. We get that by the pound around here. Alright, let's clean up his face. Do a little thinning. A little thinning out of that problem area. Using a little thinning shears, right? Get out all that problem area. Yeah. That's what I do. Okay. Ready, steady, here we go. Little dome action. See what that's gonna do. You start with the chunkers. And go back over it and do something a little bit softer. This just takes off more bulk faster. There. Alright. Done. Butt scratch. He's like, yeah. Wow. Put that on. Start on your nails. Hello. How are you? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. My ear set is supposed to be on. Hold on one second while I just double check it. Nope, it was on. You must not be subscribed to me. If you were, I would have been able to hear you. Just double check that. Not connected. There. Let's try that. Alright, since it's connected, so whenever you comment, I should be able to hear you. I don't have the luxury of just sitting here and staring at the phone, right? Especially when you're in the middle of grooming cats, right? Yeah. Wow. Wow. He really is a beautiful, beautiful cat. His name is, well, let's call him Sylvester. That'll be his stage name, right? Sylvester. All done? No. You missed a whole paw. He's like, wait, I need those. For what? For hunting. What are you hunting? What kinds of things? Like what? He's like, I live on a farm. We got all kinds of critters. Really? Yepper. Any mice? Oh, those are easy. Easy, easy, peasy. You don't eat them, do you? He's like, nah. That's good. I would not recommend you eat them. He's like, I give them to my mom. Earn my keep. Sounds like a working farm. Everybody's got to work, right? Everybody's got to work on the farm, right? He's like, you got it. All right. Okay, comb cut blue. Here we go. Waka waka. A reverse blue. Be a little bit short. Let's go to the orange instead. See if that does anything. Here we go. Wow, this coat is really thick. Let's try and fluff it out a little first. See if we can try that again. Oh, miss my green dragon. Which is made by Andis. The green one lasted for about 4 years. Went online, thought I was getting the same one, but apparently it's not. Doesn't have the same torque as the green one I used to have. So, see la vie. See la vie. We'll go and order the green dragon again. And use this as a backup. Right? This doesn't have the same torque. Because the green dragon would go in reverse and would have taken that coat off, no problem whatsoever. Which is a shame, right? Which is a crying shame. Apparently I can't hear anything you guys are saying, so I don't know what happened to the sound. It says it's connected, so I'm not really sure what's happening. I'll just double check that. Connected? Yep, it says it's connected. C'est la vie. I don't know. I don't know. It's literally not catching any of it. See that? Which is why you see cat groomers with clipper backs. So it pulls all that fur into the blade, right? And cuts it that way. Alright, let's just bypass the clipper at this point, right? There are other ways. There are other ways. We have ways of getting this done. We have ways, my dear. So the boots are going bye-bye. She wants everything the same length all over. She asked for the blue. She asked for a comb cut. When you ask for a comb cut, the length becomes the same length as the boot. So then the boots disappear and go bye-bye, right? Capiche? Capiche. Capiche, capiche. Oh, we get ballet legs. He's like, yeah, I used to be a dancer. Really? And you ended up working on a farm? How'd that happen? He's like, life. Really? Would you have an injury or something? He's like, yeah. My kneecap. Let's see. Wow. I see, Jelly Bean. So then you went on to become a cowboy. He's like, you could say that. But you get lots of free milk. Is it one working farm with milking cows? He's like, no, but we got ghost milk. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Love goat's milk. And apparently it's good for cats. Has the taurine in it. Just what every cat needs, right? A little bit of taurine in their diet, right? So we're just gonna whittle at this point. Whittle away since the clippers are not cooperating. Do it this way. Do it old school. Old school. There we go. Other leg. He's like, that tickles. Well, it can't be that bad. It's hard to sculpt dirty, oily, greasy fur, right? So we're just gonna do a basic shape. And then get them in the tub. Right? He's like, whatever you say, lady. Alright, last leg. Wow. Last leg. Here we go. Let the whittling begin. Let the whittling begin. Since I can't hear you and I don't know what's happening with the live chat, we're just going to turn it off for now, right? Yeah. Because I don't really know why I don't have sound anymore, right? So we'll just turn it off for now. And we'll worry about that later, right? We'll worry about that later. Is it working? Yeah. Nipper. Nipper. Do a little bit of a velvet length underneath. Wow. Wow. And then we'll blend this velvet into the longer length on the body. Right? Capiche? Capiche. Waka waka. Alright, you see where the body is hitting, the short velvet on the body is hitting the longer length on up here. Yeah, we're going to blend that, right? So it's all even. It's just a rough cut right now. And just blend that a little bit better later, right? Yeah. Other side. Whee. There. Try the chunkers instead. That's better. Yeah. Turn you into a fluffy cowboy yet. Mm-hmm. Ready, steady. Oh, yo. Now, this coat. It's really, really thick coat. See if we can just fluff it out a little bit. Better cleaning before the bath. Mm-hmm. Good laddie. And your glorious tail. Mm-hmm. All right, ready, steady, here we go. What's happening under here? He's like, what do you mean? All of that. He's like, it's not my fault. Looks like you're being fed something that causes all of that staining. Right? Alright, let's try it. Alright, let's get you in the tub. We got some degreasing to do. Little one. He's like, what's that mean? Oh, it's just a beauty treatment for your photo shoot tomorrow. Yeah. He's like, I have a photo shoot? Yepper. It's part of your Christmas picture. I think you're going to be on a holiday Christmas greeting card this year. She's like, I am? Sounds like it. Sounds like it. There we go. Alright, there. Lots of nice degreasing by Pink Pow in the head and mane, right? That one. Ooh, bless you. See all that heavy oil and separation on his coat? Yeah. He needs a full degreasing. Head to toe. Especially for a photo shoot. Photos don't lie, right? Oh, ugly leg. Thank you. He's like, yeah, I used to be a dancer. That was probably really good too. He's like, oh, it's alright. Meet any pretty girls? He's like, nah. I was never interested. Really? Guess that kind of happens when you get neutered, huh? He's like, what's that? Nothing. Nothing, never you mind. Never you mind. You gotta deal with all that heavy staining around his eyes. I'm gonna get that cleaned up. I can take a thinning shears to that face. That's one way you can try to remove some of the staining. There. Head to toe. Head to toe. Let the degreasing begin. Let the degreasing begin. He's like, wait, I think I've been here before. Oh, you silly goat. You've been here at least 3 or 4 times. He's like, I thought so. Looks familiar. You silly. You silly. Alright, get some bubbles. Carol, mix the bubbles. Get that going. Yee. All you, my own. Here we go. He's like, that feels good. I know. Oh, hot mess. Okay. Waka waka. I think your mom's giving you gravy food. That gravy that's in the food, in the pouches, it's got something in it that stains all the fur on the cat's faces, right? Yeah. Probably what he's eating. Wow. Good, buddy. He's like, that feels good. I know. Alright, let's do a scrub-a-dub-dub. Get your mane all in its glory. Get your mane all in its glory. He's like, I feel like I'm in a car wash. You know what the fun part is? He's like, what? When the dryers come and blow all the water off. He's like, that's scary. No, we got happy hoodies. His ears are so bad. We gotta get all of this out before he comes out of the tub. There. Let's get it out. Good buddy. Good buddy. Alright. Magic bubbles activate. Magic bubbles activate. He's like, that feels good. I know. Alright. Thank you, Daryl. And rinse. And rinse. Here we He's like, my ears gonna be nice and fluffy. Yipper. We're gonna make them as fluffy as possible. He's like, am I gonna be in a book? No, I think it's for a Christmas card. He's like, that's all right. You gotta start. Everyone's gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I know. We had a couple of cat models here. One's in a book called Pairing Paws, where they match the cat to the wine, right? It's like a coffee book. And we had a cat model who comes in who was in a commercial advertising Kit Kat chocolate. He's like, that sounds cool. Yeah. He got to play Godzilla. So they made him look like the size of Godzilla stomping through New York, right? Stepping on little people. He's like, that sounds hilarious. Yipper. But do you not see the oxymoron in that? He's like, what's an oxymoron? Well, they asked a cat to advertise chocolate. You know, the one thing that would kill a cat. So, advertising looks out of that, right? I got 6 zeros in their figure, in their income paycheck, right? He's like, that sounds kind of stupid. Yeah, well, they did it. I guess the cat just took the money and ran, huh? I don't think he got any money. You know, he probably just got the same thing you got. He's like, what's that? The sushi. Yeah, I think that's all he got. And maybe some cat clothes, I don't know. You'd have to talk to his agent. You got an agent? He's like, no. Oh yeah, you need an agent. They're the ones who are going to get you the jobs, dude. He's like, really? Yeah. I can just picture it now. You doing your cowboy thing on the farm. Yeah. You could be advertising, oh, I don't know. Some new cat food maybe, right? From organically grown chickens that are raised on some farm somewhere. I don't know. The sky's the limit, buddy. He's like, yeah, I guess so. You gotta have an imagination. Did you push your button? He's like, you mean my eject button? Yeah, your eject button. Did you push it? He's like, sort of. What'd you do that for? I got scared. Of what? I thought I was going to be drowned. You're standing on top of a pedestal, buddy. You're not even in water. It's not possible. It's not possible to drown. It's not. Nope. Nope. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We got you. Alright, the dynamic duo. The yellow is the F&T by Liger, and the white is the Orbis. You like, say what now? Yeah, as recommended by a cat breeder. I know. Look at that glorious leather. Glorious, I tell you. Just glorious. And your little toe beans. Your little ballet leg. Super cute. A ballet dancer who went cowboy. Go figure, right? He's like, go figure is right. Well, what do you like better? When you used to be a dancer? Or now that you're a cowboy? He's like, yes. This is not too hard to figure out, huh? He's like, cowboys have more fun. You mean with the ladies? He's like, nah. Nah. No ladies. Cowboys have fun without ladies. Really? Hey, what? Oh, you go hunting? Fishing? Riding? What do you ride? Not horses. He's like, we ride goats. Really? Really? Yeah. I've never seen that. Sounds pretty fun. Alrighty then. This shampoo is chilled a little bit. So let's let us heat that back up again. There we go. You got it. You got this. When you're doing comb cuts, having a texturizing shampoo as your finishing shampoo is ideal, right? Wow. Wow. So the first shampoo was a dynamic duo of F&T by Le Pooch and the Orbis. And then the second shampoo is another dynamic duo, which is the Le Pooch Puppy La 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 with the Chuck's Bar. Both of which are texturizing shampoos, right? The La Pooch and the Chubbs. You did it. Wow. That's booty. That's booty. All right, and then, wow, good boy. You did it. You got this. You got this. You alright in there? She's like, yeah. The price I have to pay for poultry. I know. But just think, after tomorrow you'll be famous. You'll be on every one of your mom's Christmas cards. You never know. You might get scouted. You might get spotted. You just never know. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, how old was she when she was just walking down eating ice cream? That's how she got scouted. Harvey Weinstein's prodigy actress. There we go. We did it. Wow. So do you think it was Jennifer Lawrence or the way she was eating the ice cream? That's my question. In combination with how young she was. Yipper. Yipper. Like, I don't think I want that kind of a scalp. Well, you're a dude, so I don't think they'll be coming after you. You never know. That's true. Look at what they're giving us as leading Hollywood men. They look like teenagers, right? 12-year-old boys. You know, I just never thought they would cross over and take away our leading Hollywood women, but they did. Exchange them all for 12-year-old looking females. Yay. Thanks, Hollywood directors. You sickos. Bunch of sickos. Yepper. We used to have John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, you name it. All of the leading men were like the real men. And then the women, Kim Basinger, Angelina Jolie, you know, all of those kind of women, right? Now who do they give us? Girls that look like they haven't hit puberty yet, right? Thanks, Hollywood. Hollywood will never be the same. You think they'll ever go back to old school Hollywood and give us like Clark Gables and all those leading men? Think they'll ever do it? You think, maybe. You could be one of them. Yeah, you're leading man material. You think I am? Yes, you are. Here we go. Here we go. Walking down the street. Got plenty of sunshine. Alright. We won't sing. Alright, here we go. Let's heat up that dryer box. There, and there. And there, and there. Wee. Wow. Ready, steady. Let's see what we got going on with your eyes. As stained as it looks, all of that cleaning was done in the bath, right? It looks like he's still covered in stuff, but he's not. That's just whatever it is he's eating, I guess. It's causing all of that staining on him. Here we go. Turn it up. Waka waka. You say that feels good. I know. You look and smell glorious. Alright, let's get him in the dryer box just for a little bit. I don't know if he's going to go in with the air flowing, but let's try it. Oh, that worked. Yay! Alright, we'll give him a little bit of downtime in there before we get started on his feline frosting. Cake is baked. Now we're just going to put the frosting on, okay? Capiche? Are we there yet? Everyone understand what's happening? If you don't, Q&A is open. We usually open that when the cat is in the dryer box. So feel free to ask any questions. And while I get the station ready for his final finishing. We make him beautiful. He's growing out from a lion cut, and we're going to convert that into a blue Liger cut. So head and mane of a lion, body the same length all over like a tiger, right? Should be easy to convert that. Waka waka. Hello, hello, hello. It's Two Skulls. How are you? Sound just started working as soon as you jumped on. I couldn't get it to work. And then magic, just like that. He's a cowboy. He is. He is. He's getting his photos taken tomorrow, but I guess it's for a Christmas card. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's someone at the door. So I'm going to hit the sound and check that client in, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry. Sorry. There. Nope, this one. Okay. Alright, so this is Sylvester. Sylvester is getting a blue Liger cut. Blue is the length. That's why we call it a blue, because it's the blue comb attachment, right? He got a velvet on his belly, right? And then we blend the velvet length on the belly into the longer length on the body, right? So there's a little bit of blending that needs to take place. The owner has chosen to keep the toe tuck feathers natural, so he's not going to get his perfect paws, right? And we're going to get him out of there in 2 seconds. She came back without me sending the pickup text, and I did explain to her that, you know, a comb cut is going to take longer than your standard lion cut. You know, when I book appointments, I'm always going to reconfirm what the service request is so that I know that I'm scheduling the right amount of time for each grooming, right? Which I did in his case, but the owner just expected the cat to be done at the same exact time that it took the last time. But the difference is the equivalent of booking an appointment with a hairdresser for a haircut, and then when you get there, you say, well, I want a haircut plus color. And they say, well, you didn't ask for color. We didn't book you for color. We don't have enough time for that. So that's the equivalent if you were to ask for a comb cut when you got to the appointment, even though you booked for a lion cut, because they both are two different service requests that take two different amounts of time, right? So I'm equating in the human world, if you were to go and book, so let's all be on the same page here, people. And all you 12-year-olds, just get off your parents' laptops, okay? I am equating if you were to book an appointment for your own hair, and then when you got there, you said, well, I want color too. Do you think they're actually going to do that? No, because you didn't ask for it, you didn't book for it, you didn't request it. It takes more time, right? Maybe if you went to a salon where they had enough staff and they could accommodate you, yeah, sure. But it's not always the case. Yes, we're still dealing with the 12-year-olds, right? Especially when it's after school hours. There's a remarkable jump. There's a remarkable jump in the nonsense comments when school hours are over. Just saying, people. Okay. His coat is very super clean, and we're going to be able to get through this comb cut really quickly, whereas the pre-cut, that was a project. This was very oily, right? Sculpting clean cat fur, so much easier and faster, right? Just saying, people. Yeah, I've got my seatbelt ready. We got our seatbelt ready. Alright. And when you're doing a comb cut, it's important that the coat be completely bone dry. You're not going to be sculpting into damp fur, right? If you're doing a comb cut, it needs to be bone dry. So, anywho, I will be right back, and then we'll get started. Isn't he gorgeous? Alright, let's get this party started. About 15 minutes is what I use the dryer box for. Ready, steady, out the door. He's like, now what? Wow. Wow. So, there, let's put this on. A little bit of dry heat. You're gorgeous. He's like, I am. Yepper. We're gonna make you all ready for your. Say what now? Oh, it said a blended cut black scissors. It's Catwoman. Oh, I forgot your intro as well there. Two skulls. Sorry. How are ya? This is one way to remove some of that staining. Whatever he's eating is causing a lot of his staining. But a lot of it is from his eye discharge as well. All the protein treatment. Protein staining, right? Here's yours, two skulls. Let the feline frosting begin. Putting the frosting on the cake, right? Putting the frosting on the cake. I'm so good. He's like, I am? Yes, you are. Turn you around. Up your. Alright. Soften that meat just a little bit. See how it's fallen? It's all lopsided. Here, let's see. It's a little lopsided. Okay. The pink Pal Pal spray is in order. Would be nice. Would be nice to have. That's what it's for. I don't see it. Here, let's get you off the bed for now. We don't need it right this second. This comb is the litmus test before you put in the comb. Right? If I can get this through the entire coat, then this coat is ready for the comb attachment, the final finish, right? Alrighty then. See what the blue does with the green. Nice. Nice. For anyone who watches the beginning of this video, you'll be able to see what a difference clean coat makes when you're using comb attachments. Waka waka. Waka waka. It's Grinch. Sorry. Haven't customized your sound yet. It's Grinch. This is Sylvester. It's Sylvester. He's a model. He thinks he is. He thinks he is. He does have a photo shoot tomorrow, but I think it's for a Christmas card. Spies. But I think he thinks it's something more than that. The gig's a gig, right? When you're a model. I told him he needs a real agent. He wants to get some real jobs, right? He needs a real agent. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's that? Is that you or is that Kitty? He's like, I think that's Kitty. Oh, God. Ready, steady, here we go. There. Should we get your bed now? He's like, yeah. Alright. Say what? Say what now? I got my claws out. Cool. Claws out, people. Claws out. I was gonna say, we can't extend them all the way out. Apparently, we have to be a little mindful. So we can't extend them all the way out. We have to save the children, apparently. Right? They're here. Right? So we have to replace STFU with, you know, something a little bit more G-rated. Like twat. There we are then. Right? Apparently, for the children, right? Come up with some other abbreviated messages, right? But apparently we're not allowed to be saying STFU. Oh well. That was fun while it lasted, right? That was fun while it lasted. A little freedom of speech. Like pure freedom of speech. So we gotta blend the velvet length with the longer length on the body. The grooming spray is nowhere to be found. There, you stay there. Don't fall. He's like, but I'm a cat. Here it is. There we go. Alright, a little bit of pink Paw Paw grooming spray. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Wow. Wow. Ha! We have someone who's here who recognizes grooming skills. Would that be a fellow groomer? Who's that? Melody Carr. How do you know I have skills? Most people can't even recognize it unless they're a groomer themselves. People on social media don't usually know anything about cat grooming, right? Wow. So they just say whatever they want to say, right? Thinking they know what they're talking about, but they don't. But they don't. Normally the blue Liger cut is going to come with perfect paws, meaning all of those toe top feathers go bye-bye. But the owner said keep them. So they're super cute. They're super, super cute. Should we put a happy hoodie on his head? Oh, oh, okay, gotcha. There. Well, whenever I get some time off, Tooth Skulls, I'm reading up on, you know, the do's and don'ts of YouTube. Basically, the community guidelines. Okay? Doesn't say exactly, you know, that STFU, but it just says, yeah, I'm supposed to be mindful. Okay, well, I will try, including the moderators, right? We'll try. We're just going to have to come up with other fun ways to deal with our piranhas, right? We'll figure it out. Well, apparently, I didn't know this until I started looking into it. There's been this one girl who's been on YouTube forever. I'm not going to mention her name. Huh? Like frickety frick. Like frickety frick. Yes. Like that. Sort of like that. Yes. So here's something interesting that you may not be aware of, which would yes. Okay, what am I trying to say? Okay. So apparently, if you create an educational platform, like apparently what I'm doing, which is educating with cat grooming, and what this other girl was doing, you kind of get a pass on certain violations, right? Sort of. All I was doing was getting to experience my newfound freedom to express myself after being muzzled for 4.5 years on TikTok, right? If you ever fought back on TikTok, you got punished. The content creator got punished, not the people who were trolling you, right? You were muzzled as a content creator, right? So coming out to this platform was very refreshing for me, and I kind of got it all out of my system. But now we need to kind of rein it in a little bit. No. What was I trying to say? There is this one groomer. She's not trained in cat grooming, yet she has a YouTube content page about grooming, and she does a lot of cat grooming. Clearly she doesn't know what she's talking about or what she's doing, and doesn't have a whole lot of techniques, but it doesn't stop her from posting about it, right? And the reason why her content isn't taken down or violated is because it's under the guise of education, right? Here's the problem, people. She has no training in cat grooming, right? None. Zippo. So, I guess she fell through the loophole, right? She fell through the loophole with their guidelines, right? And I'm pretty sure we all know who we're talking about here, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. It's pretty bad, people. Okay. Not the girl from Canada. Let's not confuse who we're talking about here. She's an American. Ex-soldier. So she, of all people, should understand what PTSD is. It has no problem Who are we talking about? Don't have the froggiest idea who you're talking about. Oh, okay. Well, here's what happens. When you click on one of my videos, it will direct you to other videos like mine. And guess what they were directing people who were looking at my video to? They were directing people to go to her page. You know, the girl who terrorizes cats, kicking and screaming, who doesn't seem to have the foggiest idea about what a pre-treatment is or a technique. She has no training in cat grooming. When I reached out to help her about 10 years ago, when I tried to reach out to help her 10 years ago, she thought I was she thought I was threatening her. And I'm like, wait, I just tried to help you. How would you misconstrue that as a threat? Like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah. And then she'll use the law if anyone comes at her for her grooming. And she'll threaten people with the law. Right? Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're almost there. But she's been on YouTube for a very, very long time. And there is no groomer on this planet who has any respect for her whatsoever. Right? Because of the terror she puts her dog and cat clients through. Because there is no groomer on this planet who agrees with her techniques and methods. Right? But yet she's convinced the world and her clients that this is how you groom dogs and cats, right? So it's a form of, I guess, brainwashing. I don't know. No, you're getting it. You're getting it. First thing we're going to do is get him off his feet. He says no. Alright. Clearly, he has spoken. Clearly, he has spoken. The king has spoken. So let's try bed. Try it that way. We just changed the technique up, right? Concept that a lot of groomers don't wrap their heads around. When a cat says no and you just dismiss them and keep doing the one thing they keep saying no to, you cause that cat to become extremely frustrated, right? No, he's not happy. but we are working on his tolerance level. We are looking for things that will allow the cat to tolerate the grooming, right? Do you understand the difference? There's a lot of cats who come in who are really great with grooming, and then there are those who don't. And as a groomer, you're looking for where the tolerance level is for the cat. So we found a different technique to do the same thing that he tolerates, right? And we captured it live. So shut up, bitch. Right? You can't have everything handed to you on a silver platter. And if that's what you're looking for, then just go to Insta. Okay, boss man is in the house. He's coming up. So let's say goodbye. I mean the property owner, the people who own the property. I work in a shopping center. Alrighty then. So, property owner is coming up to give me his, I guess his Christmas card. We're going to exchange Christmas cards. And let's say goodbye to this beautiful, beautiful young boy. Right? He's like, I'm a model. He's getting a Christmas card tomorrow. He thinks he's a model. Alright. Take care, guys. All the best. We'll see you next time.